Today's lesson is about evolution of our universe, and specifically will be about something referred to as Hubble's law. In class yesterday, we used these spectra, and we used the shifts in the spectral lines to determine the velocity that a galaxy is moving away from the Milky Way. Today we'll use this data to plot a graph, and the graph will compare the distance of these galaxies from the Milky Way to the velocity that they are traveling at. I will have supplied you with a piece of graph paper that looks like this, titled Hubble's Law. Along the x-axis will be the velocity. On the y-axis will be the distance from the Milky Way. There is a scale provided for you. For those of you that feel you may need to, the changes on the y-axis, each line is a unit of 50, and on the x-axis, each line is a unit of 1. Feel free to fill in the individual numbers if that is something that is going to help you when you do this. Next, my suggestion is to work with a straight edge as well as your data that you analyzed yesterday. And what I'm going to do is line up my straight edge so that I can draw a line that will connect the velocity with the distance. So when I come here and line those things up, let's get a look at my paper. Galaxy A, I'll line that up and draw a nice solid line right across. So that we can be fairly sure that Galaxy A is going with the number 0 over here. This is very important as you try to read down and across at the same time. You want to make sure that you're keeping the numbers straight. So checking and rechecking will be an important part of this activity. Back to our graph. The graph is in need of a 0 where the two axes meet, and I'm going to put that on right now. So now I've placed a 0 where the two axes meet. Next, I'll need to refer to the numbers on my data sheet. I've already placed a data point on here at the 0, 0, and that is our galaxy, the Milky Way. We're in it, so we're not moving away from ourselves, and also we are here, so the distance to the Milky Way is 0. Next, we'll get to the second galaxy, appropriately named B, and I'll either use my piece of paper, use the line that I drew, or use a straight edge of some sort to be sure that I'm getting the proper number for Galaxy B. On Galaxy B, we see that a velocity of 21 thousandths of kilometers per second is the speed. So I also see that Galaxy B is 800 million light years away. So on my graph, I'm going to try to find the 800. It will be one line above the 750. And then we want to see where that will cross with the velocity of 21. So we'll be moving up from the 21 on this page, and that will look something like this. So here's going to be 21. Over here will be the 800, and we will see where those two meet. And we will put a dot, or I suggest you work with a pencil if you can. An X right across that spot is also a way to appropriately mark things. You are to do that for all the data points, and then we will discuss something called a best fit line and how to draw that. Call me over and ask for help as necessary. And thank you for listening